You were in that, in that place for quite some time, and you said you would try to avoid Vince's tongue lashings, turn down your headset, remove it a little bit. How did you deal with all that stress? I mean, I can imagine. I mean, it's a fun job, it's a great job. You're calling all these great angles, but at the same time, you have a guy that's a billionaire. I mean, to his credit, but he's just so demanding.
Well, it wasn't so much that Vince was demanding, because once the show was over, you go backstage, he'd shake your hand, he'd say thank you, everything was fine. In the heat of the moment, he'd get very upset. That's why you really had to filter out how he would talk to you and how you would view it. What really gets to it is the swirl of minions underneath Vince and how they try to take over and control your life. But a lot of it, Fred, that's 2003. And here we are in 2010. And it took me a long time. It took a couple of years for me to really just put all that in the past and to let go of any negative feelings that I had. Some guys never get over it. They stay bitter and they harbor on all that stuff forever. Not just in the WWE, but anywhere in life.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've worked hard to try to get beyond that and turn the page and move on to the next chapter, because I'm excited for the future.
No, absolutely. And you have a bright future coming up. And when you left WWE, was it something amicable, or did they say we want to move in a different direction, or did you say I need a break?
No, they said it to me, and it was a numbers game. My position in the company at the time was a producer for Confidential. And as that show, they just, when they, WrestleMania 17, Rock left to do movies and they turned Stone Cold Steve Austin. Business dropped. 9/11 happens, business drops even further. So by the time 2003 rolls around, they're just cutting heads, department by department. The same day I got let go, people got let go from accounting, they got let go from different departments throughout. And so there was no hard feelings. It was just, hey, Kevin, we're phasing out your...
You know how to tell he's lying? Mouth open.
That's Dutch Mantell, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you, Dutch.
But and a lot of us just sat there and we're just kind of shell-shocked. But it happens. It's reality for millions of Americans all across the country.
Absolutely.
And so what do I do? How do I... Well, okay, first phone call I make is to Jeff Jarrett. And call TNA. At the time, they were just coming up. They didn't have a lot of money. And, so at the time, there really wasn't anything. Well, that's pretty much it for the wrestling community. What else can I do? Wrestling is sales. Sales is wrestling. Let's look at getting into sales. And it took a year, relocating my family to Pennsylvania. But what are you going to do if you're a factory worker now and you lose your job? You have to retrain yourself. You have to go for other things. When I got out of college, I was in radio for 6 months, and then I worked in wrestling.
So that was all you really had.
That was it. Yeah. It wasn't like I had come from another life and then had gotten into wrestling.
So was it a tough transition for you, or is it something that you were able to get accustomed to because you are great with people, you are used to talking to people?
That's a really good question. It was difficult in my own mind for me to separate myself from Kevin Kelly, the whatever.
Yeah.
And as I've gone along over the last few years, you have to work part-time jobs to make ends meet. And you got Christmas coming up, the kids. I worked at the gas station, Sunoco station, down the road from my house. Why? Because I needed extra money. And long ago, I had let go of that idea, that mythical belief of Kevin Kelly being any type of celebrity or star or anything like that. But at first, it was, well, I can't do that. I mean, well, what if fans see me? It'll be awkward.
Yeah.
And that's, to me, it was just...
you gotta feed your family.
Yeah, but you gotta feed your family. And so that's what a lot of people struggle with. And when I watched The Wrestler, the movie, I understood what Mickey Rourke's character was going through. Because even though I was on a much smaller scale than Randy the Ram Robinson, what are you going to do? And when he's slicing meat at the deli counter, that's a job that I've done as well. You do what you have to do, and the more that you put all that beside you, we really could go in a deep direction here, Fred, if you got a lot of time. But the idea is that as we go along, we have to put aside all those negative thoughts, and we have to focus on positive thoughts and positive energy, and what can we do and how can we make ourselves better. So for me, I had to refocus my energy when I got the opportunity to work with Ring of Honor, get in the best shape I've been in, and because again it is an image business, and I understand that, even though when Jim Cornette called me, first question out of his mouth wasn't, hey Kevin, how much you weighing? What do you look? You look good? You look TV ready? No, it was, hey, do you want to work with Ring of Honor? Because I know you have something to offer. I knew that I needed to do that myself because it's a TV business, it's an image business.
Well, you look like you haven't aged a bit. So.
Thank you very much. But again, get up every day, go to the gym, and try to eat healthy and do the things. And again, I feel better. So I'm 42 years old. I know that I've learned a lot along the way about preparation and how to prepare a broadcast. And I think that what I can bring to Ring of Honor now is all my years of experience, not just within the WWE, but the experience within ECWA, working with different independent groups here in ISPW, and all the times that I've spent cultivating these matches and understanding how it's supposed to sound and knowing what it's supposed to sound like and being able to prepare and do all that.